Why do so many people who eat healthy for 30 years still end up having a heart attack at 60? And why do some folks who eat eggs, butter, and red meat foods we've been warned about for decades walk into their 70s with clean arteries and perfect blood pressure? Sounds backwards, doesn't it? The careful ones collapse in their kitchens. The reckless ones leave the cardiologist's office with a clean bill of health. If you asked 10 doctors today, 9 would give you the wrong answer. They'd blame genetics, stress, not enough exercise, maybe one too many cups of coffee. But before I give you the real answer, I want to ask you something. In the comments below, tell me which healthy food you've trusted the most over the years and how long you've been eating it. Because your heart does not care whether the sugar is organic, trendy, or imported from the Andes Mountains. Your blood vessels respond to one thing, only the biochemical signal of sugar entering your blood. And after 50, that signal hits you harder than ever before. Your honest answer might help another older American watching this right now, sitting alone in their kitchen, wondering if they've been doing the right thing all along. Now, cardiology research from the past decade has pointed to a completely different culprit. And it is absolutely not what you think. This matters because the answer could decide whether you spend the next 20 years walking with your grandchildren in the park or sitting in a cardiac rehab unit wondering what on earth went wrong. Today, I'm going to give you the real answer, and I'll reveal the 10 healthy foods quietly hiding this culprit in your kitchen right now. Number 1 might be sitting in your refrigerator door this very moment. I'm Dr. Walter Pembrook, and after 30 years of treating heart patients in Cleveland, I can tell you something that took me decades to fully understand. The number 1 threat to your heart after 50 isn't cholesterol. It isn't salt. It isn't even red meat. It's added sugar. Now, before you click away thinking, "Doc, I already knew that. Please give me 60 more seconds." Because what most people understand about sugar barely scratches the surface. I'm not talking about the natural sugar in an apple or a slice of watermelon. I'm not talking about the spoonful of honey in your morning tea. I'm talking about added sugar, the kind food manufacturers stir into products that don't even taste sweet. It's hiding in your whole wheat bread, in your barbecue sauce, in your salad dressing, in your heart-healthy breakfast cereal, in foods proudly stamped with words like light, natural, fat-free, and doctor recommended. The American diet today delivers more concentrated sugar to your bloodstream in a single day than your great-grandparents consumed in an entire week. Your heart was never built for this, and after 50, when your arteries lose their flexibility and your body's repair systems slow down, every spoonful of hidden sugar lands with twice the impact it would have at 30. This is the silent enemy, and almost nobody is talking about it the right way. Here's why cardiologists like me lose sleep over added sugar. It doesn't attack your heart in just one way. It attacks from 4 directions at the same time like a snake with 4 heads, each one biting a different part of your cardiovascular system. Let me show you each head, one by one. The first head, it raises your triglycerides. Most folks have never heard this word. But triglycerides are simply fat floating in your bloodstream. When your liver gets hit with too much sugar, especially the kind found in fruit juice and soda, it converts that sugar straight into fat. That fat goes into your blood. From there, it slips into your artery walls, sticks, and slowly builds up like grease in an old kitchen pipe. Most people obsess over cholesterol numbers and completely ignore this one. Big mistake. The second head, it weakens your good cholesterol. You've heard of HDL, the good cholesterol. Think of it as the cleanup crew that comes through your arteries and removes the bad stuff. Diets high in added sugar shrink that cleanup crew, so the mess keeps growing, and there's nobody left to take out the trash. The third head, it pushes your blood pressure up. Most Americans believe only salt raises blood pressure. That's only half the story. Added sugar makes your kidneys hold onto sodium, stiffens your blood vessels, and throws off the hormones that control pressure. For someone over 50, whose arteries are already less flexible, this is a serious problem. The fourth head, and this is the one that kills, added sugar creates inflammation inside your artery walls. That inflammation makes the plaque already sitting in your arteries unstable. Unstable plaque can rupture without warning. When it ruptures, your body forms a clot. That clot blocks blood flow, and you have a heart attack or a stroke. So the danger isn't just slow buildup over the years. The danger is the sudden, unexpected moment after years of silent damage. The morning at the grocery store, the afternoon mowing the lawn, the quiet evening watching the news in your recliner. That's why this matters. Now let me tell you something that should make you angry. The food industry knows Americans have started to fear the word sugar. They know shoppers are reading labels more carefully than ever before. So what did they do? They didn't take the sugar out. They simply gave it new names. Dozens of new names. Walk down any aisle in your local grocery store, Walmart, Kroger, Publix. Doesn't matter which one, you pick up a box that says heart healthy on the front and turn it around. Read the ingredient list. You won't see the word sugar listed first. You might not see the word sugar at all. But the sugar is in there. It's just wearing a costume. Let me give you a real example. A granola bar marketed as high fiber, heart smart, perfect for active seniors might list these ingredients: brown rice syrup, cane juice, fruit concentrate, dextrose, maltodextrin, and a touch of honey. To your eyes, that looks like 6 different ingredients. To your heart, it's the same signal repeated 6 times. 6 spoonfuls of sugar walking through your front door, wearing 6 different hats. This is not an accident. This is a strategy. By splitting the sugar into many small amounts under many different names, no single one of them shows up high on the ingredient list. The label looks clean. The front of the box says natural, and you walk out of the store feeling proud of yourself. So I'm going to give you the exact words to look for. Memorize these. Write them on a small piece of paper and keep it in your wallet next time you go shopping. Once you can spot these words, you can protect your heart for the rest of your life. Group 1. Anything ending in hose. Sucrose, fructose, dextrose, maltose, glucose, lactose. If you see hose at the end of a word, treat it as sugar. Group 2. Any kind of syrup. Corn syrup, brown rice syrup, high fructose corn syrup, maple syrup, rice syrup. They all behave the same way inside your body. Group 3. Anything that sounds natural and healthy. Fruit juice concentrate, agave nectar, cane juice, evaporated cane crystals, coconut sugar. The marketing sounds clean and wholesome. Your arteries can't tell the difference. Here's the simplest rule a cardiologist can give you. If a packaged food has a long ingredient list and you spot 2 or more of these sugar names on it, put it back on the shelf. Don't argue with it. Don't try to talk yourself into it. Because your heart does not care whether the sugar is organic, trendy, or imported from the Andes Mountains. Your blood vessels respond to one thing only: the biochemical signal of sugar entering your blood. And after 50, that signal hits you harder than ever before. This is the part that concerns me most as a cardiologist. Listen carefully. Number 1 might be sitting in your refrigerator right now. Trap food number 1, low-fat flavored yogurt. When manufacturers remove the fat from yogurt, all the flavor disappears with it. So what do they put back in? Sugar. Lots of it. A single small cup of strawberry or vanilla yogurt often contains 20 to 25 grams of added sugar, nearly the entire daily limit recommended by the World Health Organization. Eating a healthy cup of yogurt every morning is the same as eating a slice of birthday cake before 9 a.m. If you want yogurt, choose plain Greek yogurt and add a few fresh berries yourself. Trap food number 2, granola bars and energy bars. These are marketed as fuel or clean energy for active people. The truth? Many granola bars contain more sugar than a Snickers bar. Syrups, honey, fruit concentrates, and chocolate chips, all stacked together in one little package. These aren't health foods. These are desserts wearing athletic clothing. Trap food number 3, 100% fruit juice. This one shocks almost everybody. We've all been told orange juice is the perfect way to start the day. But here's what nobody tells you. Juice removes the fiber from the fruit, the very thing that slows sugar absorption. What's left is a fast-moving sugar bomb headed straight to your liver. One large glass of orange juice can spike your blood sugar and triglycerides just as much as a can of soda. Multiple recent studies now confirm that drinking juice regularly raises your heart disease risk. Trap food number 4, whole grain breakfast cereals. Many of the cereals sitting in your pantry, even the ones with pictures of hearts and wheat fields on the box, contain 10 to 15 grams of sugar per serving. And most people pour themselves 2 servings without realizing it. If sugar shows up in the first 3 ingredients on the label, you are starting your day with your heart already under stress. Trap food number 5, low-fat salad dressings and sauces. Ranch, Italian, barbecue, ketchup, teriyaki, especially the light or low-fat versions. When the fat disappears from a dressing, sugar quietly takes its place. A simple salad you thought was healthy can turn into a sugar bomb the moment you drizzle dressing over it. Trap food number 6, store-bought whole grain bread. Many breads on American grocery shelves contain added sugar in every slice. 2 slices for a sandwich can easily reach 8 to 10 grams of sugar before you put a single thing between them. Look for breads with 5 ingredients or fewer, and no sugar names anywhere on the list. Trap food number 7, sports drinks and flavored waters. Unless you are a marathon runner or working in heavy heat for hours, your body does not need sports drinks. They are sugar delivery systems in colorful bottles. Hydration does not require sweetness. Plain water has worked beautifully for the human body for 200,000 years. Trap food number 8, dried fruit and trail mixes. Drying fruit concentrates the sugar. A small handful of raisins can contain as much sugar as a candy bar. Add yogurt-coated raisins, chocolate chips, or sweetened cranberries to the mix, and you have a sugar bomb dressed up as a healthy snack. If you love trail mix, make your own with raw nuts and a small amount of unsweetened dried fruit. Trap food number 9, flavored plant milks. Vanilla almond milk, chocolate oat milk, sweetened soy milk. Many of them contain 10 to 16 grams of added sugar per glass. Always choose the unsweetened version. The word unsweetened on the carton is your friend. Trap food number 10, protein bars and protein shakes. This one breaks my heart because so many older Americans are told to add more protein to their diet. But many protein bars contain 15 to 25 grams of sugar, sometimes more than a Hershey's bar. You are paying a premium price for sugar with the word protein stamped on the wrapper. A large analysis of more than 60,000 packaged foods on American grocery shelves found that nearly 75% of them contain added sugar, even the ones proudly marketed as healthy. Read that number again. 3 out of every 4 healthy packaged foods in the store are quietly hiding added sugar. Now that you know exactly where the sugar is hiding, it's time to understand what it's doing inside your body step by step. Because this is where the real danger lives. Before I show you the 4-week plan to reverse all of this, you need to see exactly what added sugar does inside your body. Not in vague terms. Step by step. Because once you see this clearly, you will never look at a bottle of orange juice the same way again. This isn't my opinion. This is human physiology, the way every American body, including yours, has been built since the day you were born. There are 5 steps. Follow me slowly. Step 1. Sugar enters your bloodstream very quickly. When you drink a glass of juice or eat a sugary snack with no fiber to slow it down, that sugar hits your bloodstream within minutes. Your blood sugar level shoots straight up like a thermometer in July. Your body suddenly has to deal with an emergency. It was never built to handle this often. Step 2. Your pancreas releases a flood of insulin. Insulin is the hormone that pulls sugar out of your blood and pushes it into your cells. After every sugar spike, your pancreas has to release a large amount of insulin to clean up the mess. Do this 2, 3, 4 times a day, every single day, for years, and your body slowly stops responding to insulin properly. Doctors call this insulin resistance. It's the first step on the road to type 2 diabetes, and it puts enormous pressure on your heart. Step 3, your liver becomes overwhelmed. A specific type of sugar called fructose, the kind found in fruit juice, soda, and most packaged snacks, can only be processed by your liver. When the liver gets too much of it, it does what any overworked worker does. It takes shortcuts. It converts that extra fructose into fat. That fat goes into your blood as triglycerides and a particle called VLDL. These fat particles then start looking for somewhere to settle, and they often settle inside your artery walls. Step 4, your arteries begin to harden. This is the step that quietly steals years from your life. Sugar molecules attach themselves to the proteins in your blood vessel walls in a process called glycation. Picture what happens when you leave sugar on a stove too long. It turns hard, brown, and brittle, caramelized. That's exactly what added sugar does to the inside of your arteries over the years. They become stiff, fragile, less able to expand and contract the way healthy arteries should. After 50, this damage adds up much faster because your body's repair systems have already slowed down. Step 5, chronic inflammation takes hold. Your immune system sees all this damage and tries to respond. It sends inflammation to the scene, the way firefighters rush to a fire. But when the fire never goes out because the sugar keeps coming, day after day, year after year, the inflammation becomes permanent. And permanent inflammation makes the plaque already sitting in your arteries unstable. One day, without any warning at all, a piece of plaque breaks open. Your body forms a clot. That clot blocks the blood flow to your heart or to your brain. And that's the moment everything changes. This entire chain reaction happens silently, in the background, for 10, 20, 30 years. There is no pain. There are no warning signs you can feel. There is no buzzer that goes off when your arteries pass the danger line. Until the day there is. A quiet Tuesday morning, a walk to the mailbox, a grandchild's birthday party, and suddenly your chest tightens, your arm goes numb, the world tilts. That's why I'm telling you all of this today. Because the good news, and there is good news, is that much of this damage can be reversed. Not with extreme diets, not with suffering, not by giving up everything you love, but with a simple, realistic 4-week plan that any American can follow, starting tomorrow morning. And that's exactly what I'm going to give you next. Now, I want to give you something practical. Something you can start tomorrow morning, right after you finish your coffee. This is the 4-week plan I give to my own patients in Cleveland, folks, in their 60s, 70s, even their 80s. The plan that has helped hundreds of them lower their blood pressure, drop their triglycerides, and walk back into my office months later looking 10 years younger. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to suffer. You just need to follow these 4 simple weeks, one at a time. Week 1, just look. Don't change anything yet. This first week, I don't want you to throw anything out. I don't want you to start any new diet. I just want you to do one small thing. Read the labels on the foods already sitting in your kitchen. Pick up your yogurt. Read the label. Pick up your salad dressing. Read the label. Pick up your bread, your cereal, your peanut butter, your barbecue sauce. Read every single one. Look for the sugar names we talked about earlier. Write down which foods in your kitchen contain hidden sugar. That's it. That's the whole assignment. Most of my patients are shocked by the end of week 1. Some of them call me and say, "Doctor, almost everything in my kitchen has sugar in it." That moment of realization, that quiet shock, is the foundation of everything that comes next. Knowledge is what gives you back control. Week 2, eliminate sugary drinks. This is the single most powerful change you can make for your heart. One change. 1 week. No more soda. No more sweetened iced tea. No more fruit juice with breakfast. No more flavored coffee creamers. No more sports drinks. What can you drink instead? Plain water. Unsweetened iced tea. Black coffee. Sparkling water with a slice of lemon. Herbal tea in the evening. You may feel a little tired the first 3 or 4 days. You may get a mild headache. You may feel cranky. This is normal. Your body is detoxing from sugar, the same way it would detox from any substance it has become dependent on. Push through it. By day 7, most of my patients tell me they feel lighter, sharper, and more rested than they have in years. Week 3, fix your breakfast and your snacks. Breakfast in America has become the most dangerous meal of the day. Cereal, pastries, flavored yogurt, bagels with sweet cream cheese. Almost all of it spikes your blood sugar before you even leave the house. Replace it with something simple and protein-rich. 2 scrambled eggs with avocado, a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with a handful of walnuts and fresh berries, a piece of whole grain toast with peanut butter, the kind where peanuts are the only ingredient, oatmeal cooked from scratch with cinnamon and a few almonds. For snacks, replace the granola bars with a small handful of raw nuts, a hard-boiled egg, a piece of fresh fruit, or some cheese and apple slices. These foods don't spike your blood sugar. They keep your energy steady all afternoon long. Week 4, cook real meals at home. By this week, your taste buds have changed. Things that used to taste normal will now taste shockingly sweet. That's a sign your body is healing. The final step is to bring real food back into your kitchen. Real chicken, real fish, real vegetables, real olive oil, real herbs and spices. If a product on the grocery shelf has more than 5 ingredients, and you spot any sugar names on the label, leave it on the shelf. This isn't about being a chef. This is about preparing simple, honest meals the way your grandparents did. A piece of grilled salmon with roasted broccoli, a bowl of homemade vegetable soup, a pot roast with carrots and potatoes on a Sunday afternoon. A word of encouragement before we close this part. You may experience sugar withdrawal in the first 2 weeks, cravings, mood swings, sometimes even mild sadness. This happens because sugar activates the same reward pathways in your brain as some addictive substances. Studies show those cravings drop by 70 to 80% after 1 full month. And here is what you can expect after 4 weeks. Your blood pressure improves, your triglycerides start to fall, your energy stabilizes, your sleep deepens. The puffiness in your face and ankles begins to disappear. And most importantly, your cardiovascular risk starts to decline measurably. On paper, in your doctor's office. You don't need to be perfect for the rest of your life. A simple 90-10 rule works beautifully. Eat sugar-free 90% of the time. Enjoy a slice of pie at Thanksgiving. Have a piece of cake at your grandchild's birthday party. Life is meant to be lived. Your heart does not need added sugar to survive. It never did. Before you close this video and go on with your day, I want you to do something for me. Stop for a moment. Look around your kitchen even if you're just picturing it in your mind right now. The refrigerator, the pantry, the cabinet above the coffee maker, the little basket on the counter where you keep the snacks for your grandchildren. Somewhere in that kitchen, there's a food you've trusted for years, maybe decades. A food you bought because the label said heart healthy. A food you ate every morning because your doctor never told you otherwise. A food that has been quietly raising your blood pressure, hardening your arteries, and stealing years from your life, one small spoonful of hidden sugar at a time. That ends today. You now know what to look for. You now know what to throw out. And you now know how to walk into any grocery store in America, Walmart, Kroger, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Costco, and protect your own heart. Label by label, aisle by aisle. This is not about fear. This is about freedom. Freedom to enjoy your 70s, your 80s, even your 90s with energy in your step, clarity in your mind, and a heart strong enough to keep up with the people you love.